Hi, everyone. So today our meditation is going to be a little different. So I'm going to demonstrate tapping, or also known as EFT, emotional freedom technique. So this is a technique that I use to help with things like cravings, emotional eating, those things, those stressor points, those things that we continue to do that we struggle with that keep us from staying on program, um, not eating the things that we don't want to eat. Well, we do want to eat, but aren't going to serve us well, right? So this technique really is based on releasing those emotional things we have trapped in our bodies by tapping on certain meridians. So what I'll do is I'll remove my glasses so that I can do this properly. And so when we are working with emotional freedom technique, or otherwise known as tapping, we start with something that we know is bothering us, like these cravings that we have, right? So we start with the statement and rate ourselves with that statement. So, like for instance, these cravings are driving me crazy. Like these cravings I can't stop, um, craving sweets or salty or whatever it is, right? So we start with making that statement, and this is called the karate chop. So, and the meridian is right here in your hand. So we start with the statement and then rate how we're feeling about that on a scale of 0 to 10, 10 being the worst, 0 being nothing. All right. So I can't get by these cravings. I can't get by these cravings. I can't get by these cravings. Stop. Rate how badly you feel about that. Is it on a scale of 0 to 10? Say it's a 10. So that's our starting point. We're at a 10 for dealing with our cravings right now. Then we do 2 rounds, or even more if you feel like it's still feeling strong when you get through them, of speaking out those negative thoughts that we have around that thing, right? So we've done the karate chop. We've made this, we've re-rated how we feel. Now we start with that first round of those negative statements. And we start by tapping just above the eye. Then we go to the side of the eye. Then it's underneath the eye, underneath upper lip, underneath the nose, but the upper lip, underneath the lip. Then it goes to the collarbone. And then it goes to under the arm. And then it goes to the top of the head. All right. So this will take a little bit to remember that sequence, but the more you do it, the easier it settles in. So we're going to start that first round of negative thought process, right? And it starts here. These cravings are driving me crazy. I don't know what to do about them. They just keep coming and coming, and I can't seem to resist them. Why can't I resist them? They're ruining everything I do. These cravings are making me crazy. I can't stop eating. Another round. These cravings are making me crazy. What the heck am I gonna do? It's like it's consuming my life. It's ruining all my efforts. They just keep coming back. I'm at my wit's end. I don't know what to do. What am I going to do? All right. So that is 2 rounds of those negative thoughts. If you feel like you're still not getting anywhere, you can continue to do those negative thoughts until you start to feel a little better. And then stop, take a deep breath. And now we start with the positive side of things, all right? So we start back at the top above the eyebrow. Positive thoughts are, I've done this before. I can conquer these cravings. I know I have it within me. I have the power to do this. I am strong. I can overcome these cravings. I have that power within me. I know I do. I can do this. I know I can. I can resist these cravings when they come. I've done it before. I can totally do it again. I do have the power within me to resist these cravings. I can do this. So again, you do that as many times as you feel like you need to with those positive thoughts. And then we come back to the karate chop and we make that statement again. And I don't remember what it was. These cravings are making me crazy. And then stop and rate yourself. How does that feel now? Between 0 and 10, is it an 8? Is it a 7? Is it less than it was before? So it's not going to go from 10 to 0, but you will start to see an improvement. I can usually notice like a 2-point drop when I do it. So if we continue to do this, say 2-3 times a day, we'll start to release that energy that's trapped in those meridians and move forward and be able to start to conquer those cravings or whatever it is that's hindering you on your journey. And it doesn't even have to be on your weight loss journey. It can be on anything. Whether I've used it for spending, frivolously, my own worthiness. You can use it for, when you feel like you're not worth whatever you've got in store, you can use this tapping technique to release those negative thoughts and energy and get rid of them. It takes time and it's repetition, but it's a great tool. So I hope you enjoy this. Definitely reach out if you try this and you find that it works well for you. I'd love to hear from you. Have a great week. Have a great week, guys. Namaste.